Tuesday Night Baseball set to come your way from Fenway Park in Boston. Tonight, the first of two in this interleague matchup between the San Francisco Giants and the Boston Red Sox. Big Daddy Boomer will dig in now. He homered in that series finale back on Sunday. He's set. Here it comes. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
All right, hold it.
And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Well, this is the part of Fenway Park that you have to deal with. It giveth and it taketh away. I bet in the other 29 stadiums in baseball, this is at least a double. But you can see him play this ball quickly off the wall out there in left center, and that's going to cause the guy to...
Come on, kids.
Stepping in, Big Daddy Boomer. He reached on a single in his first try. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left as they take the lead 4-3.
Boy, the ball is definitely jumping here early. That's the first home run we've seen so far, but it's not the first hard hit ball, and it's looking like it might not be such a good night to be a pitcher.
Big Daddy Boomer will stand in again as we flash you back here to the fourth inning. This was a two-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point.
Nobody better.
Ground ball left side. Backhanded. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his third hit tonight. Big Daddy Boomer gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Gone! Over the monster for a home run. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, and it's now 7-4.
It's kind of funny that of all the guys to worry about in this lineup, this is the guy.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs, really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 8-4. Tonight's game is just around the corner. Wednesday Night Baseball now from Fenway Park in Boston. We wrap up this quick two-game interleague series. Big Daddy Boomer will stand in now, coming off a perfect 4-for-4 a night ago.
Hey, shit, drive it. All right, come on.
First
now.
pitch of the at-bat.
Let it fly, buddy.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. To his left, Hayes. In time to first, and there are two away. Big Daddy Boomer will stand in as he'll lead things off for the Red Sox in their half of the sixth.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, baby.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. 0-1 count and the pitch. Oh, and this ball is launched out to left field. The only question is the height, but he's got plenty of that too. It's long gone, a home run. So a solo shot down the line in left as the Red Sox get the game's first run. It's 1-0.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. So now obviously
Big Daddy Boomer will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. From the stretch. Well hit out to straightaway center. Hamilton going back on it, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, a little unfortunate he couldn't get that final out in the 9th, but still, 8 2/3, good innings of work, and he was on his game here in this one.
Folks filing into Fenway Park here in Boston on a fine Thursday evening for baseball. Big Daddy Boomer will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Stay high.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot.
Hey, one time.
Big Daddy Boomer stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, he jumped all over a first pitch fastball in that at-bat and just drove it right out of here. So let's see if he's aggressive early in the count once again.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Big Daddy Boomer digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, his second of the game, as they take the lead 4-3.
How's this for a welcome to the ball game? One pitch and see you later. I've got a feeling that's not what the manager had in mind.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. Friday night baseball now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game week. Big Daddy Boomer will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Hey, keep bringing that hot bat, Mo.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1.
Come on, big dog. Keep it rolling.
0-1, here it comes.
Come on, big guy.
This is line to left. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
All right, right here. Find the ball.
Throw won't get him.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Big Daddy Boomer comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. Into the windup and the pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Nixon ranging back, still going back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot here to left center field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. So now obviously
Big Daddy Boomer will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point.
Yeah, see it, drive it. Let's go, big dog.
First delivery to him on the way. Hot shot on the ground is short. Reined in. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Big Daddy Boomer comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive the ball into the gap here.
Hey, come on, big guy. I need you right now.
A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
It looked like he saved his best work here for the final swing. And these guys are certainly amped up as he wins it with a game-winning homer.
So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
7 hits.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been another big crowd filing in for Saturday night baseball here at Fenway Park in Boston. Tonight it's the third of this 4-game weekend series between the Minnesota Twins and the Boston Red Sox. Red Sox baseball is next. Big Daddy Boomer will stand in, and he was a big part of the win last night as he contributed 3 hits to his guys' effort.
And he's been hitting the ball out of the yard, too. A whole bunch of home runs in his last 10 games. And yesterday was a good one, too.
But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
In left field here at Fenway Park, you can afford to play a little bit shallow. Because think about it. Any ball hit over your head is going to be off the monster anyway. So he's able to stay with this line drive and look it right in.
Big Daddy Boomer will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled in...
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 9. Big Daddy Boomer comes forward now. A home run in his last at-bat.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
One time, right now, kid. Here we go.
Line towards center field, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Big Daddy Boomer steps in to get the home side started here in the 10th. Hard liner towards short, and that may have had a bit too much on it as he can't knock it down. The throw into second, and he is in there.
Safe.
So standing in, Big Daddy Boomer, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle.
And, you know, that's the toughest one to get in a cycle, but you can bet that he's going to try to stretch any double into a triple if he gets any chance at all.
Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Oh, and you can tell by these first couple swings, he's not just looking to poke one through the right side of the infield. He's looking to put something into orbit.
Right guy, right place. Here we go.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Stewart racing back. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, we're going to get a good look here from our camera down the left field line. This ball doesn't quite have enough on it, and as you can see there, it's taken it.
Not a lot of offense in this ball game, but what offense was provided came primarily from this guy, our top player of the game.
Well, he wound up being a pretty tough out. You see the 3 hits, 2 of them were doubles, and he was a real headache every time he stepped to the plate.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. The Twins are victorious in this one, 4-3. Good night from Fenway.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 7 minutes.
A reminder that extra Green Line trains will be available at the Kenmore stop, or if you plan to use the D-Break.
Sunday afternoon baseball on the show as we welcome you inside Fenway Park in Boston. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Minnesota Twins and the Boston Red Sox. It's Red Sox baseball on the show, and it comes your way next. With that, a look at Paul Molitor's lineup for the visiting Twins. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He comes into this one.
Big Daddy Boomer will stand in for the first time now, coming off a 3-hit contest in the loss last night.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
And here's a drive sent out to deep left center field. Is it high enough to get over the monster? It is gone, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, number 10 for him on the year. And that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Big Daddy Boomer will see if he can do it again. He homered his first time around.
Well, the last time he saw a fastball and hit it pretty well, so we'll see how they work him this time. You can throw him more fastballs, but you better not put it in that location.
Come on now, one time, right here. Come on, big dog, get your pitch.
Here comes the first pitch. Oh, and he leaves another pitch over the plate here. This one's sent high in the air out to deep left center field. And for the 3rd time this afternoon, he has surrendered a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, his 2nd home run of the game, as the Red Sox open it up even further. It's now 4-0.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His 2nd home run of the ball game. And it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one. So he's definitely locked in.
Big Daddy Boomer will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one.
Here we go.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Six runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. The windup and the 0-1.
Now one pitch right here.
Swing and a line drive.
Round it,
But
go,
this will be foul.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly, buddy.
Hey, be patient.
That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. And the throw in gets away from him.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turnaround first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling 2 all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Big Daddy Boomer gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round round tripper back in the fourth.
All right, one time. Attaboy.
Go, catch up for us here.
First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. His third home run of the ball game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Here it is. His third home.
And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, well, he really drove the ball well in this one. Winds up finishing with 6 RBIs. I'd say that's a pretty good day's work.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 11-7.
11 runs.
So long from Fenway.
No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Twins, 7 runs on 13 hits.
This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian. And as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Topps Player Spotlight. Big Daddy Boomer is in that spotlight, and he had the long ball working in his last game. 3 home runs really carrying his team on his back.
Yeah, we see it maybe a couple times a year, but when a guy gets 3 homers in a game, it's always worth talking about. He got some good pitches to hit, and he...
Now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Boston Red Sox. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Anybody catch your eye, Eric? Big Daddy Boomer will stand in trying to keep that hitting streak alive. You see what he's done over the past 9 ball games.
Stay hot. Here you go. Let her
He's set. Here it comes. Smoked on the ground left side. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Big Daddy Boomer is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And that'll be off the green monster and left. Big Daddy Boomer steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the seventh.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Hey, tee it up, drive the other way. Let's go,
Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot here to left, number 13 for him on the year, as the Red Sox have taken a 3-2 lead.
Boy, and for how well he's pitched so far, it's hard to believe that he could stand to be the losing pitcher, but that's the scenario he faces now as he serves up the lead on this home run.
Not a lot of offense in this ball game, but what offense was provided came primarily from this guy, our tops player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 3-2. Good night from Fenway.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Boston Red Sox. 3 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Tigers, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 14 men on base. Time of the ball game.
Both teams getting their final warm-ups in as we welcome you back to the MLB pregame show. First pitch of Game 2 in our series is right around the corner. But before we turn that corner, here is our tops player spotlight. Big Daddy Boomer will be in the glow. And Eric, he's coming into this one with hits in each of his last 10 games. What do you think is contributing to his recent success, and what do you think about his chances of extending? Tuesday night baseball set to come your way from Fenway Park in Boston. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Detroit Tigers and the Boston Red Sox. Red Sox baseball is next. With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. EK, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference maker in this game.
Big Daddy Boomer will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled to the left side. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Well, you know you're talking about a nice streak when you get up over 10 games in a row.
Into the box now. Big Daddy Boomer. He reached on a single in his first try.
All right, come on now, one time, let it fly.
On a big swing, and he crushes this ball deep. My goodness, a long home run. It's a 2-run shot. Big Daddy Boomer will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, get your pitch up there.
Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, his second of the game. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
5 runs.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. Afternoon baseball for you now on the show, coming your way from venerable Fenway Park here in Boston. Today, the 3rd and final game. Big Daddy Boomer will stand in, and he was a big part of the win last night as he contributed 3 hits to his guys' effort.
And he's been hitting the ball out of the yard, too. A whole bunch of home runs in his last 10 games. And yesterday was a good one, too.
Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. Big Daddy Boomer will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. Hunter ranging back. Gone! So a 2-run shot. Big Daddy Boomer will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
He's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
From the stretch. Shot back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit around third and being waved on home. And a relay to the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
Right about now, I think
Big Daddy Boomer stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Hunter ranging back. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our tops player of the game. Both teams getting their final. Friday night baseball now from the Big A, Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, game 2 of this 4 game. Big Daddy Boomer will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. Big Daddy Boomer stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Oh, and guys, he absolutely hammered that pitch. I mean, you're talking about a long home run. They all count the same, but goodness gracious, was that thing hit.
Smoked on the ground left side and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
This is what you call it.
Big Daddy Boomer steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. He's set. Here it comes. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Palmeiro ranging back. Two-run shot to straightaway center, his second of the game, as we are all tied at 5.